Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin.
Well, cheers to those who shave their balls, and as well to those who leave them hairy. Cheers to those who wish those balls to be shaved, or again, wish them to be hairy. Cheers to those who are more of a cleavage type because of all the warmth it brings. And here's to those who play outside in the nude to make those birds sing. Welcome to Pubchat.
Lickety tits.
How's it going, everybody? I made that up on the spot, so remember it, because I won't.
Thank God we got a repeat on this.
Yeah. Or maybe don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're probably already demonetized, right?
Yeah,
Somebody-
write it down. Put it in a birthday card to your grandma or something.
Yeah. No, Avro says Dick been drinking some strong stuff. No, this is number one, although it's almost gone. I'm just a little bit giddy because I got myself into a bit of a can of worms that's a little bit more effort than I thought it was going to be. And oh man, oh well, what are you going to do? But car
Have
story.
a shower?
Car story. So my idea, I'm just brilliant, right? Of course, I've got this all figured out. And my car is known for the plastics, like the interior center console, and down by where the steering column is, glove box lid, wearing poorly because Mercedes just did this half-ass sort of paint job on it, and it looks terrible, but it's really nice. Otherwise, it's not like it's in shitty condition. So I've got to replace the turn signal stock indicator gubbins in my car. And I figured, you know what? I'm going to pull these plastics out and I'm going to take the finish off and, prep it with a primer and then just get some half-assed decent leather and recover them. So I've got the new switch on order, so my car will be fixed. That'll be a good thing. And I start pulling some of the plastics out today. And oh my God, they're just disintegrating in my hands. The screw eyelets for everything that goes together and the little clippy things are just all wanting to it's like It's like trying to refurbish an old Commodore VIC-20 or something that's been in the sun too long. And oh my God, I'm going to spend as much time repairing this garbage as I am going to refinishing it now. So I look online and I'm like, is this normal? Right? And it turns out my car's from this certain little era where Mercedes thought they would be all advanced and eco-friendly, so they tried developing a biodegradable plastic.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So now I'm going to be using epoxy and so on and making repairs before I can get the damn thing back together. And I think what I'll do is I'll take the panels that I've taken out and all the spots that haven't broken yet, I'm literally just going to brush it all with epoxy on the back and try to strengthen this garbage.
Super glue and baking powder is your friend.
It is? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Here, yeah.
That sets rock hard.
It does it? Okay, this is what I need. Yeah, because I got to rebuild the eyelets. So, like, Dunk, you've probably, you with all the, hands-on model-y movie stuff and everything, you're probably going to know a lot of this stuff. Yeah. I was thinking for the eyelets that have half broken, I could just remake them with epoxy, drill a tiny little pilot hole through it when it cures, because the thing was put together with self-tapping screws anyway, and it would just simply take it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I want to do with that stuff, right?
Yeah, that'll work. It depends whether or not the epoxy, welds well with the plastics you got.
That is what I'm thinking is I'm going to go overboard, because it's going to get leathered and stuff, and I have room to bring the epoxy and overdo it and then just sand back a bit before I finish and then do the thing, right? But a lot of this is hidden on the inside. And so, another thing was I was looking online, and what some people have done is you just go to, fab place, a metal place, or somebody who makes shit with metal in your town, and just get them to make you some clips that you can use instead, right? And there's an idea, because you could just like JB Weld or epoxy the new clips on. Everything goes back together. It's a bit more engineering. I'd rather just fix what's there and reinforce it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm still going to do it because I really dig this car. It's really cool, right? So wish me luck. And I'm really accepting donations. Oh, but by the way, does anybody know anything about leather? Because I thought I was just going to pick some leather, and it turns out there's like 74,000 types and blah blah, and I don't know what to do. And I live in a town of like 30,000 in the Rocky Mountains. It's not like I can just go somewhere and see it all, right? I'm not sure what to do here.
Easy peasy. You find someone who's turfed out a leather sofa out onto the streets, and then just go down there with a a knife and just cut it up and just take the leather home and use that.
Wait a minute.
Whatever you can find.
Yeah, but I have leather couches.
Yeah, but no, not yours.
What's more important here?
Yeah, you get ideally. If you got a friend who's got a nice leather couch that's just got the right color leather, you just go around their house, wait for them to go to the toilet or something, then push the sofa away from the wall and cut the back off.
Encourage them that a vacation would be the best thing to make sure their relationship is in the most healthy state it can be, and let them know that I'm willing to watch the cat.
Yeah. Well, you're not gonna cover it with a cat, are you?
No, but then I have time to bring the pieces into their living room and size it on the couch and cut them out nice. It'd be great,
Hey, come and look at my new fur-lined Mercedes. Where's the cat? Oh,
Avro Day in the chat says Corinthian leather. Yeah, I would love to find a really good shape Chrysler Cordoba and get that Corinthian leather. I think you could do a strikeout and insert the word vinyl in that moment, but Ricardo Montalban. That was one of the best commercials ever. I loved it.
It's funny. He's got skin that's like Corinthian leather. That's for sure.
Yeah. But I did notice, like, I was looking at a couple of places about leather, and it's not like I'm doing a Rolls Royce here, right? It was plastic before, and I'm not putting any of that foam stuff to make it all soft and lovely. I'm just gluing the shit onto the damn plastic, right? So I was thinking I don't need something that's so nice that you have to buy too much because you want the grain all running the same way. I want something that has a little bit of that sort of thing to it, so I'm free to just use it. Does that make any sense? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Right?
No, not at all.
Yeah, because I in my car loving life, I've watched people do professional trimming of expensive cars. One was Ian Tyrrell's Classic Workshop on YouTube. His guy Craig is amazing, and he talks about how important it is to keep the grain all in the same directions, and how that makes you spend more on leather because you're limited in how you can lay things out on the hide. And I don't want that. I mean, it's not an expensive car, right? I'm thinking
you could go for faux leather anyway, and just a bit of vinyl. That's good and workable.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I found a nice, like, I think it was 22 square foot chunk. So it's almost like a hide, for like $120 Canadian. And the way it looked wasn't like some crazy drag queen's purse or anything, but it wasn't just perfectly smooth leather, and it would make it so you could just use it anywhere you want. And that one piece would be enough to do the parts I have, right? And it was rated as not quite for like purses and upholstery, but can also be used for. And I figured that means it's a little bit tougher, as almost you would make tool belts out of it, but it's not suede. And well, that would mean it would last, right? I don't know the grades. It's so confusing. I have to learn it.
It might also be a bit thick in places.
No, this was actually
too workable.
I was looking at that. The one thing I did understand was keep it as thin as possible, but without being weak, because when I wrap it around things, the damn parts will still fit together. Right? Mm. So yeah, I got a little bit of learning to do, but I got half the parts in my living room. I'm already on it, so I'd like to order the leather quick. It's going to take another week before the turn signal comes, right? So, But yeah, I'm really disappointed with the plastics crapping out on me. That sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could always, if you really wanted to, you could always remold them, but
yeah. For me, that's also the learning curve of how. If I knew somebody that could, there's an option, right?
Mm. Yeah, I know how, but
yeah.
Wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
Well, I mean, I'd like to get somebody to do them up in fiberglass for me, because I'm just going to leather them anyway. And then I'm also lightening the car, Well, I don't know if it would lighten it, but it would be structurally nicer if you right? But again, it's just the car's not worth it, right? The one thing that scares me is on one forum, I read a post where the guy said, yeah, that biodegradable plastic is also used on the wiring harness. Oh good. My God.
Did they make the body biodegradable too? Yeah. Is it rusting to hell?
Yeah. Well, I've got the diagrams. And if the wiring harness of this car is really made out of that biodegradable plastic, you know what I might do over the next 2 years is put up a big piece of wood, put up a big piece of paper, trace out a wiring harness, and every Sunday for an hour, just grab some wire and run it, and slowly over time, build a new wiring harness for the day I have to, or the weekend I have to install it.
Is it really worth it though? to be fair, it's not like it's not like a classic car. It's not like something that's, you just run it into the ground. Once it's dead, you chuck it in the bin and get another one. I mean,
well, yeah, but here's the thing. I like a little sports car. It's got the hardtop convertible. It's got a decently efficient, super long lasting drivetrain, easy to care for suspension and brakes and stuff. It's not a big deal, right? And it just has, couple.
But putting in a whole new wiring harness, though, I mean, that would be a fucking nightmare. You got to tear the whole thing apart.
Yeah, but if you think about it, doing the wiring harness in 5 or 6 years, if you slowly built one over time, so it wasn't some big expense, right? It's one of those jobs where while you're in there, you could do a quick exhaust manifold gasket and a few other things. You could change the engine mounts because you'd want to move the engine a bit as you do the wiring harness and stuff. And, it would take you a weekend, but you'd future-proof the car for years if you like the car. And it's not one of those modern, every time something breaks, you have to program it to the damn computer cars and stuff. You have to say to yourself, compared to a newer vehicle that's going to cost me monthly and all this shit, what's the choice? Do I keep it on the road for a little bit of money here and there? Or do I just move on to something that's newer and therefore shittier? Right? So I like it. And it's not going to be a winter vehicle. I'll have something else. It's not going to acquire massive amounts of miles. It should last a long time. Something like that might be worth doing. Oh,
better you than me.
Yeah. And then it also depends, like the aftermarket's kicking in for this car more and more these days because there's a few things and stuff, So, yeah, see how it goes. I mean, maybe one day something will be like, oh, that's going to be 10 grand. Yeah, no. So, who knows?
Yeah, that will come just as you finish the wiring harness. Someone will go, which means right, the car's scrap now.
Yeah,
now we've got a wiring harness to hang yourself with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I'll just play it by ear, see what happens. But everything else is so well cared for, so nice. At this point, it seems worth it. Might as well just plan ahead, and then if things change, they change. Yeah. So what's happening your way, man?
Well, it's Mrs. Dunk's birthday today, so everybody wish her happy birthday.
Yay!
Not that she watches this shit. She's got better things to do. But happy birthday, my little sausage. But never mind. Yeah, and we'll wrap up to go and see her mum tomorrow. So. Yeah, that'll be me out of Shills zone for about a week.
Yeah.
So you never know. I might be able to jump on. Who knows? I just don't know.
Yeah. And he was even washing his underwear today, so it matters, right?
No, I didn't have to because I bought new underwear, so I didn't have to wash it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm using both sides.
Yeah. Once they disintegrate, you might as well just buy another pair, right?
Yeah. I'm building a new wiring harness from my underwear. Yeah. It takes ages to put the new whalebone in. It takes ages.
Yeah. Oh man. But we'll see how it plays out because that was only one forum post that talked about the wiring harness. At this point, I've played with the wiring harness under the hood a bunch, checking out the modules and stuff, trying to sort this turn signal issue, and nothing is brittle. It's fine. Right. So,
I think you'll be fine.
I hope so. What I'm hoping is it was one of those things where North American regulation said, yeah, not on our watch, baby. So maybe I got away with it because the cars are different in a few ways, Yeah.
Who makes a fucking biodegradable car anyway?
Dear Lord, man.
Oh, apart from the Russians.
Yeah. You should have seen it, Dunk. Every time I started undoing a screw, you could just hear the plastic fall.
Yeah.
And I was just crying on the inside. I was like, oh no, I know what's coming. I know it.
Yeah,
the
screw just keeps spinning.
Yeah. It sucked, man. Oh, it sucked. But all in, I'm still doing it. I've got my living room has like a third of my car's interior in it right now. Right, I'm doing it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just fucking thick-headed and stupid enough to not realize this is the moment to back out, right? So, hooray. Oh, one last little car story here. Just, so, sorry, but I was digging around a bit more, just checking everything. And I wanted to see if there was any signs of moisture ingress into the back, because there are a couple of electronic things in the trunk that can suffer and cause you headache, right? So I took out the inner trunk liner and the carpet and all that. And what did I find in the wheel well center?
Herman Goering.
What?
Herman Goering.
No, vajazzles, all new in the box. I found, somewhat worryingly, a crank position sensor, which is a vital thing that really sucks if you have to replace, kind of hard to reach. I found a mass airflow sensor. Yeah, at least it's not stuck to the intake manifold, if you know what I'm talking about. And I found one of the computer modules for in the car. Yeah. And so I flipped the computer module right away just to see if anything changed, and nothing changed. And I was like, oh, so he was trying to find the turn signal problem and had no idea what he was doing and started buying parts. But the crank position sensor and stuff, the car must not have been running right. And this car sat all the time in winter. It's not seen winter. I think they let the battery go down and it confused the engine control computer, threw some codes. They went and bought some parts and realized all they had to do was boost or replace the battery. That's what I'm thinking, because they're all brand new in the box and the car runs fine. But they are genuine Mercedes parts, so on the shelf they go. Yeah, and that got me thinking too. My convertible roof is hydraulic. I know where I can get the pump right now for like $200, brand new in the box, off a guy in town, because he was all like, "Oh, I had one of those," and they sell for about $1,000. So I'm buying that pump off them. And I think I'm going to just get myself the other two computer modules, because they're still relatively cheap online if you know where to look, versus need it in a pinch and be screwed, right? So yeah, I think prep, or being on the.
You can never prep for what might go wrong though, because you just end up buying all the bits.
No, but it's a 1999, and there's very experienced forums of these cars' owners for quite a long time. And I actually, just in this last 2 weeks, I could tell you right now what the common failure parts are, and I think I'm just going to round them up. Why not? I know one of the failure points is really stupid, and all you need to be is good with a soldering gun. There's this expensive computer module that has a few of the relays soldered onto the board. Relays don't last forever. We used to get them in those little black squares, and you just unplug them and plug them in by your fuse box. But on this board, which they charge quite a bit of money for, it is just a relay. but not in its plastic case. So you just solder it off the board and put on a new one instead of spending hundreds of dollars on the board.
Sounds like it was built by Apple.
It's right on the verge of it being too complicated for its own good, but not as bad as like a 2016 car or something, right? You know, at least it still is just an old school relay. Yeah. Anyway, you know, let's go back to sewing. Dunk was talking about knitting something, weren't you?
I mean, wife's into knitting. She does a lot of knitting.
Oh.
But she's only just started. But,
Okay.
Yeah, but her mum loves doing it. And so that, you know, they've been yakking away, you know, over the internet, and she's been doing some knitting. And yeah, but I don't know why we're talking about knitting now. What clocks on it?
Yeah. Just, you know, a couple of shout outs we can do here. Lindsay 1050 in the chat there. Hey, Lindsay. She says this car is now a 3-basket case, one to keep the parts in, one to sweep the broken bits in, and the one you weave in therapy. That's funny. You're not well, you know, yeah, almost. I tell you, if the part I ordered doesn't fix the turn signal issue, therapy I go. But I'm sure I'm right. And then Yvonne Wade did a big super sticker shout there with the little lemon head guy singing a tune and doing a little dance. You can just see him in the top of the screen there if you look just beside me. Thanks, Yvonne Wade. Thank you, Lindsay. And then I've got a direct shout over here. It's a $15 direct donation, no less, from Commander Prankster for the Boom Boom Fun. Commander Prankster, huge shout. Thank you. The Boom Boom Fund, it shall be filled.
Yeah.
All right.
That's when you filled your car with petrol and set light to it because you're fed up with it.
Yeah, no. I'm sure I got it. And the rest of the thing's fine. You know, I'm making it sound like a goddamn nightmare, but it's just a few broken eyelets on the plastic. It's, you know what I mean, right? It's going to be a pain in the ass, but yeah.
You're making it sound like you've turned into a fucking mission from God or something.
Well, you know, I was expecting to just pull the interior apart, clean it, glue it, wrap it, and put it back in. And now the repairing of it's going to take as long as the wrapping, but whatever.
Yeah, idiot. Should just put some car mats and be done with it.
Yeah. Well, look at it this way. Those bulbs, the little bulbs, like they're all like regular filament bulbs in that car, right? You know, it's old. And the dash and stuff are all really old. Well, since I got the dash thing off and everything, I'm going to pull that out, replace the bulbs, clean all in there nice and stuff. I mean, I might as well, right?
Yeah, those dash bulbs are always a pain in the ass where they go. I mean, you can actually swap them out for LED ones these days.
You can, but this one actually gets funky about things because the little computer will go, oh, the draw isn't right. Right.
No.
And they still sell the regular bulbs and like even Mercedes in the box ones for like $3 online. I'm just going to get them, you know.
That's fair enough.
You know, I'm sure they're not like, it's not like Mercedes makes bulbs, but you know, the ones that they put in there originally are all still working. So,
yeah. I mean, I have replaced bulbs in a dashboard before. And it just seems like such a fucking rigmarole.
Yeah.
Just to change a bulb.
Oh, dude.
Pull the entire thing out. And it's like, oh, God. And then, they just snap in and everything. Yeah. The actual bulb changing takes seconds, but to get to it, it's just like, oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a few things like that. You know, like when you, like, I noticed one thing when I'm pulling the electronic connectors, every one of them snaps together differently with a different way of releasing it. Why?
Yeah.
I like the fact that they're all shaped differently because then I can't fuck up putting them back together. But why can't it just be squeezy clamps on the side every time?
Or at least squeezy clamps in the same place.
Yes.
Because sometimes they're in different places.
Fuck. Or this one has a rollover clip on the top, but this one has a flippy thing with a flathead on the bottom. This one has a squeezy thing. And this one, you got to buy it crumpets and, you literally tickle its feet, right? Like, come on, That drives me crazy, Oh, such stupid decisions,
Yeah. It's like changing in my car, changing the bulbs and the headlights.
Yeah.
You'd think, oh, that's a nice easy job. It's a 5-second job. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Except you have to take the whole battery harness out and everything to get to the headlight. It's like,
yeah.
You just turn a 5-minute job or 2-second job into like a 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well, it's just speaking of a common fault on this car that I have is the windshield washer fluid heater will fail. I don't think I've ever had a car that warms the windshield washer fluid.
That's kind of worrying. How weak is the glass in your windshield that if you spray cold, it will shatter the windscreen?
Yeah. Watch this, honey. The car goes full Bruce Willis. But yeah. So I checked mine out. Works fine.
Yeah.
Because it's cold enough right now that it kicks in, right?
Yeah. The funny thing is, if it fails, the computer will realize, the washer warmer is not working properly. So and the car, so it bricks the car. Your car will start.
Did you hear about what's just going on right now? The new Kia Ioniq 6, which is a popular sporty electric hatchback thing. It's selling like, crazy in the electric vehicle world.
Right.
Just to change the rear brake pads has to be plugged into the super expensive Kia computer to okay it and make sure everything's fine and the car can be driven again. You cannot even change your own rear brake pads now.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's a $6,000 computer plus, and this is American, and a $60 per week subscription.
Oh, brilliant.
In other words, it's only for shop mechanics. So you can no longer change your own brakes. How can that be? There's no, if I owned a car and the thing stopped me from doing my own brake job, I would drive it through the front window of the dealership I bought it from and say, are you going to buy this back from me? Are you kidding?
$60 a week subscription just
to be able to change your own brakes.
Yeah, I mean, you could lease a car for that and they'll do it for you.
I know. It's unbelievable. Yeah, and Lindsay in the chat even says, you just need to bridge this certain little thing with a wire and you can get the caliper to pull back. But this is stuff that, the homegrown community had to figure out. As far as the average consumer, it's dealer only.
Well, let's face it, your average consumer these days probably wouldn't know how to change brake pads anyway.
Well, maybe, but you know what I mean? It's the fact that we have to find a workaround hack to be able to change the brakes is freaking crazy.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think you'll be seeing more and more of that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. The auto manufacturing is going towards the John Deere model of you can't touch our vehicle, even though you own it, because the intellectual property is too valuable. It's ours.
Do you know also you'll get someone to do? They'll take a bog standard PC, build an OS for it, and it will be the owner's computer that they use. It will just have its own system, and you'll be able to run your own computer to do all the work for you that they use in their shop.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. As far as the computer's concerned, they're plugging into. It probably is just a PC.
Yeah. It totally is. Like when you buy that scanning tool and blah, blah from them or whatever, it's just a goddamn computer. It's just software. I mean, you should be able, like, it's all a joke now. It's all about more, right? And that's why I'll spend the money to keep an old car on the road, because I didn't spend very much money to own it. And let's say over 10 years, it cost me $10,000 to own that car. Well, anybody driving a new car is spending a fuck ton more than $1,000 a year to own it. So
you should have got a Bentley blower. I bet the wiring harness is just like a lot simpler. It's like two wires.
Yeah. Oh, it's rope wrapped in, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care if the starter motor's broken. I got a handle.
Yeah. Get myself a 2CV with the old crank in the front, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the beautiful Citroen? The SM, was that the last one?
It was an SL.
It's I think it's the SM. Yeah, the SM is just fuck. I would
I wish they still made them like that as well. They were just such a cool car.
God, look at that, man. I mean, it's virtually impossible to own one of those because you're going to have to rebuild it mechanically every 800 miles, right?
I said it was gorgeous. I didn't say it was any good.
Yeah. But wow, Grunge thing in the chat brings up the Saab 900 or the 9000. The only problem with that was front wheel drive, but I love the quirky design and all the stuff Saab did. I do.
Yeah, there was some really cool stuff with the Scimitar as well. That was a cool car.
Yeah.
A lot of cool cars back then that just, but they were absolutely fucking dogs as well.
Yeah. But in this day and age. Think about it, though. In this day and age, let's say you were about to spend $100,000 on some higher-end BMW, and inside of 4 years, it's literally just ordnance that hasn't exploded yet, and you got to get rid of it and release something else. Or you could get something beautiful like this and just get a crew or whatever together or a shop and spend $80,000 to put a modern drivetrain and stuff into it and make it lovely.
Every week.
No, but if you really redid it with new suspension, new rack and pinion steering, new engine, transmission and stuff, there's nothing, it's just the look and loveliness of the car with modern shit, right?
Oh yeah, but it was the suspension in those things that was the
but you can still get the spheres and everything for that killer suspension, right? That stuff, I mean, Rolls-Royce licensed it. Everybody used it, right? Yeah.
What you say? You get a Rolls-Royce with parts.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I got to watch the time here. Felix is going to get dropped off in about 15 minutes. And then 20 minutes after that, I got to order him some food because just as we're ending, Grandma's going to pick him up. I can actually go a little bit late tonight. I just have to have an interruption when Grandma picks him up.
Right.
Yeah.
Is she coming on the show?
You know what? I think not.
Okay.
Yeah, she's actually cool, right? I like her better than my ex-wife.
You should have married her.
Easy now. That's weird. Yeah. Easy now. That's fucked up.
Hey, talking about fucked up and weird. Have we heard about Carolyn Levitt's family member who's been deported?
It turns out she's got dirty, disgusting, criminally minded immigrants in her family.
Yeah. Oh, it's all a very, very strange story, that one.
She probably hides 2 or 3 kids in that fucking bosom of hers.
I wouldn't be too surprised if she called ice on her anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's kind of like estranged from the rest of the family because it was her brother, like he split with him. Having had the son, her brother then like splits with her. It's like 10 years ago and remarries somebody else. I think he's looking after the boy. I'm not too sure. And of course, this woman who's left behind was there on a visa that ran out in 1999, and she's from Brazil. So I wouldn't say I wouldn't put it past it that Caroline Levitt says this woman's a pain in the ass. Get her out of my country.
Yeah. She's the type to do that for sure. For sure. Have somebody, deported out of spite.
Yeah. Everyone else is having fun. Why can't I get to do something spiteful? Brilliant.
Yeah. Christy Nome can shoot puppies from a horse and have it on television, and all I get to do is whine and complain over bad questions,
Oh, dear.
Yeah. KK Caroline. Grunge thing. That's funny. Oh, wow.
There's some rumors of firings at the Trump administration.
I hear that Kash Patel could be on the block.
Yes, I've been hearing that as well. I'm not too sure. I'm wondering if this is basically fodder from the White House. It's fake news.
Yeah,
they created it and put it out. Yeah, they're just thinking about firing him. So because they know that the left will go fucking crazy over this and look forward to the day that Patel has been kicked out.
Oh yeah,
and so it's just another distraction. They're all talking about this now.
Yeah,
instead of Epstein. And in the end, he won't fire him. He'll just keep him on.
I even had a twinge of, everything that's going on with DC shooting right now,
Oh, yeah.
Is Trump low enough to set that up as a distraction? I wouldn't put it past him because I don't think he has a moral bone in his body.
It reminds me, you got to watch the second season of Andor. Because, yeah.
Well, my son's mother should be in town in another week or two. Finally, I think she went off on like a 3-week tour. Ended up on Gilligan's Island. The professor had to create dollar bills to put in her fucking underwear.
Dollar coins held over a candle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole shooting thing in DC. No details whatsoever has come out at all.
It makes
very, very, very odd.
It makes you think, the whole falsy, 1 second here. I got to get a drink. Oh, okay. I got to open up the camera software too, so I can see when Felix is dropped off. All right. 1 second here. Just give me 1 second.
No. Say what you're going to say, and then I've got something to follow on with.
Well, I just, it's got a whiff of that whole incite what you need.
Mm-hmm.
It's timing. Yeah. And the action speaks more of one side versus the other, and yet it's against the side that is more likely to,
Yeah. But you bugger off.
I don't mean to be some conspiracy theorist, but we're talking about seriously deviant fucks here.
Yeah, it's not hard to slip into conspiracy land on this because it's the sort of thing you wouldn't put it past him. False flag. Our poor soldiers are being shot in the streets by those damn lefties.
Yeah.
And martial law then. Did somebody say martial law? Yeah. Speak up at the back. Did you say martial law?
Yeah, that's all compounds quick and scary to be exactly what, they would like it to be, right?
Especially off the bat of this whole thing. Sorry, off the bat. This whole thing about the the senators who put the video out saying,
"Oh wow,
not to follow illegal orders," and of course that's been completely blown out of proportion. Saying they're telling my soldiers not to follow my orders. That's not what they said, Mr. President.
No,
they said don't you. And what they said is they didn't just say don't follow illegal orders, but because you can follow illegal orders if you choose to, but you have the choice not to follow them.
Yeah,
and then of course off the back of that we got the shooting of the National Guard guys.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
there. The bald guy, the congressperson, the whatever that's was the astronaut and fought and
not Kelly.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Kimmel.
Yes,
and he had an awesome point. He said, "All we said is what's exactly in the book that is the rule of law for soldiers, so to speak, right?"
Yeah.
And then Hegseth, the commander-in-chief of partying or whatever Kelly called him, which was really funny as hell, said, and he says he's going to use the same book to go after us.
Yeah.
And he just pauses for comedic effect because it was that funny. It was amazing, So you're going to use the book that we quoted to prosecute us for quoting from the book? Huh?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I like that guy, man. He's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kegseth, exactly. Fuck. Imagine, who knew that all you had to do was be somewhat successful on Fox News and that was your ticket to the White House? I thought it was a lot harder than that.
Yeah. I better see if they got any openings out at Fox News.
Yeah, man, I can bullshit all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think I could be quite as much of an arsehole as those people are.
No, I couldn't hate people just because of who they are that way.
Had Jesse Waters the other day. Oh my God, what an arsehole. What was he talking about? Something that he didn't care. Was it about? What was he talking about now?
Yeah,
I can't remember what he was talking about. He's just like, I don't care. Not interested. I don't care.
Yeah.
Was it Epstein? No, it wasn't Epstein.
No, it was.
I can't remember now.
Yeah, I'm having an issue getting the. Yeah. What the hell was that? It's coming like, this is funny because we've been saying this back and forth for a while now. It's coming so thick and fast, it's hard to keep this fucking shit straight. But I do keep falling back to every time big news comes from the Trump regime. Is it live or is it distraction?
Yeah.
Because the orange painted pedophile doesn't want to be called a pedophile by people like me who would call him a pedophile if they would finally release the evidence that shows he's a pedophile, right?
Yeah, it's yeah. It all seemed so simple when everyone was going on about release the files, and well, yeah. Now they are going to release the files, but it's suddenly got like extra complicated now, and it's like it's like wading through custard. So we are releasing the files.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, it's slow motion just because you can't seem to move.
I'm reaching for the files.
Yeah.
What you doing, you dickhead? Just grab them. They're right there.
Yeah. pulled one off in the elevator thinking about his secretary, but can't get anything done. You know?
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh man. Lucky I've got the noise gate turned up just enough.
So people are saying in the chat that the suspected shooter has been identified as an Afghan national.
Oh. Afghan. So we're talking about knitting again. Afghans and
or dogs.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Why? I don't know. Well, I don't know what the connection would be.
It really doesn't matter when you pay somebody where they're from.
Russia, normally, isn't it? Oh, there's your Afghanistan connection.
Yeah,
yeah. It goes back to Warsaw. Not Warsaw, Moscow. It might pass through Warsaw to get to Moscow. Who knows?
Warsaw.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
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 Crazy.
I can't. It's got to the point where I'm not sure I can keep up anymore.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just trying to form an opinion, and I'll be like Rachel Maddow, just like sitting there going,
yeah. She has those pause moments where she's like, I got 20 things to say on this. Which is the one I should, right?
Yeah, yeah. yeah, it's like, it's like, why is Nick Suter not gone live with this? Well, you can do it like a 20-minute video about we don't have anything to talk about.
Yeah. Nick likes the breaking news politically. He could just stay live at this point.
Yeah.
So it's 25 past 3 o'clock Eastern, and Trump truthed. Okay, here we go. Right, you know. Yeah. Turns out he wants Neil Armstrong dug up and killed. You know.
Yeah, and arrested.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because he went to the moon for all mankind. It should have been Americans. Only.
Yeah. Well, it should have been for Republicans. Damn it! You know.
For me.
Yeah. Why didn't they plant a Trump flag on the moon? I want them killed.
Where's my golf course? They took the clubs up.
Oh man. I'm surprised he hasn't done an AI video of him being the first to land on the moon.
Shush. Don't say these things out loud.
That's true. I just screwed that up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, here.
For God's sake. The White House monitoring station.
Yeah.
Picking that up.
I'll take 5 demerit points for violating the verbal statutes.
Mr. President, we just had a great idea from the Shills.
Yeah. Mr. President. No, boss. It's a good idea. Couch and Boffer's voice on South Park is awesome. It's hilarious.
Where's the next episode? Have they done one yet? They're not doing them like every week, are they? It's just like,
I think there's only like 3 or 4 a season now, but there seems to be 2 seasons a year or something. I don't really know what's going on.
They just crank them out when they just feel like it.
Yeah. They just wait for them to do something really stupid and go, there we go. Right? You got 5 days to make an episode, people. Go.
Yeah.
Mexi girl in the chat there on the Shills account saying there's one tonight.
Wow.
There we go. I better check the
Nick Suter or South Park.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Well, I'll ask him, Nick, are you coming tonight or are you doing that alone? Felix should be here like any second, and then I can get him settled quick, and then we can continue for a bit, and I'll order him a quick, delivery thing or something, and then, it's crazy day. Wednesday is not a good day for this, but tomorrow's American Thanksgiving, so
Yeah.
You can't be doing, let's stay up and drink and have shits and giggles on, it doesn't really work,
I don't know how many Americans are actually watching this show right at this moment. Probably not that many. And probably, but the other thing about Thanksgiving is it's like Christmas, isn't it? Sometimes
food wise.
Well, yeah, no. What I mean by like Christmas is like Christmas Day is one of those like it's like a weird day that sometimes you want someone to be streaming on Christmas Day because you just want to get away from it all.
Yeah.
And you go, no, it's a holiday. We won't do a stream. And everyone's going, oh, fucking hell, Will. Now is when I need you the most.
Yeah. Like, we often do a Christmas Day stream because Felix will be with his mom and stuff or whatever, right? They think they have some kind of God-given right to Christmas. Kind of pisses me off. But we just do ours a couple days before. Does it really matter? It's not like I'm religious to Santa Claus or anything else, really.
I was going to say, maybe you being an atheist doesn't make any difference whether they got the God-given right because they have and you don't because you're not religious.
Yeah. And letting them have Christmas means that I have a little bit of power in the background to go, no, I get his birthday and stuff or whatever, right? Yeah. And Felix is going to get 2 or 3 Christmases because of life, right? So who cares?
You're just going to celebrate Mithras.
Yeah.
And Satellania.
Yeah. Felix doesn't even care. There'll be 15 presents for him under the Christmas tree. He unwraps one and he's like, yeah, okay, can I go upstairs and play now or whatever? Like, you got to sit there and go, come on, buddy, there's another one, Yeah, so, he loves all the Christmas stuff, right? He likes decorating the living room, putting up the tree, watching like the classic Charlie Brown ones and all that stuff. We always go through all the Rankin Bass specials and all those, He likes that part of it, which to me is more important than, what day you eat goddamn turkey on.
Now, I've spoken to you about this before. I'm not too sure you got it on the server, but I cannot recommend this movie enough. It's called Klaus.
Klaus.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an animated movie. Yeah, we watch it every year. It's so good.
Yeah, I don't know if I have it on there. I have to check. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. We do have my son likes a couple of movies, The Christmas Chronicles, where Kurt Russell plays Santa.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, They're pretty good. The little girl says, do ho, ho, ho for me. And he turns around and he goes, well, I don't do that. That's a myth. Fake news. It's funny.
I wish he did it like Snake Plissken.
Yeah. Just turns around and shoots her.
Yeah. I thought you were dead.
Yeah. Well, that's funny. And there's another one. It's an animated movie. It's kind of weird. It's called Christmas is Here Again. I think it's from the 90s. And of all people, Jay Leno is the fucking narrator. What?
Well, I can see him narrating, not being in it.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't have to act or anything like that.
He did act in one movie. Oh, wow. Oh, Felix is here. Okay, hold on 1 sec.
I actually thought he was going to end the stream and would come back, but no, he's just going to leave me.
Leave me all alone.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. Yeah, what else we got? We got Bad Santa. People like Bad Santa. Christmas Story. Is one of your favorites. Yeah. What other Christmas movies? Do not say. Look, if anyone says that movie, you're very, very naughty. You can't have a Bruce Willis Christmassy based movie on top of a fucking tower. He's shooting the bad guys. Yeah, I get what people say about that, but it's not a Christmas movie. Ho ho ho! I got a gun now, motherfucker. Trading Places, yeah, that's a good Christmas movie. Though technically, it's not really Christmas. It has Christmas timings in it, but a lot of places, definitely consider it as a Christmas movie. I mean, yeah, it's not a Christmas movie because it's not about Christmas, is it? It's just there's a bit in it when it's Christmas. The rest of the time, it's not Christmas. So yeah, it's not a Christmas movie. Yeah. What else? What else we got? I mean, was Home Alone was Home Alone set at Christmas? I don't think I've ever watched it. I don't really care about that. Yeah. What other Christmas movies we got? Well, I mean, obviously you can go to the Hallmark channel and every movie they make is a Christmas movie. Woman, moves into neighborhood to, set up the town's Christmas decorations, bumps into man who she instantly despises. And then eventually they fall in love and everything's great. That's every Hallmark movie ever made, set during the Christmas period. It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah. I guess it's not very Christmassy, is it? But it's definitely set during Christmas. Santa Claus the movie with Dudley Moore. Oh, I hate that film.
All right.
I hate that film. Richard King is not set. Isn't Christmas at all. There's no Christmassy bit in it. Richard King is a fantastic movie, though.
C4 in the chat says The Santa Claus with Dudley Moore is a great movie.
Yeah.
The Santa Claus is
not.
Yeah, but hold on. The Santa Claus, doesn't that mean that Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen where he has some legal thing in a contract, the clause, is that a remake of a Dudley Moore movie?
No. It's, the Dudley Moore movie was Santa Claus the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where he plays an elf and he invents new toys and stuff.
Oh, I like Dudley Moore, so I gotta check that out.
Oh, I like Dudley Moore, but he's played some
pretty
shockingly crap stuff.
Oh yeah, I'll always remember him as Arthur for me. Oh yeah, when that came out, I was just old enough to understand how funny it is that he's fucking liquored up for the whole movie, but not quite get how destructive it is to himself. I just saw it as cool.
Yeah, I mean Arthur. I love Arthur, but the movie. But it's not. I wouldn't say it's a particularly great movie. It's a kind of a hard watch.
A bit,
because it's very, very what would you say, soul destroying watching this destruction.
But when he puts
it's better than Arthur too, that's for sure.
Yeah, but when he gets out of the car with that drink in his hand, and then only then decides he should put it down and puts it on the fender slightly crooked and it stays, and he's like, whoa, there was some fun. Like, that was not acting. Like, that's kind of, he's done that.
Yeah, well, that's from hanging around with what's his name, when they did the old Derek and Clive stuff. Got it. His name's gone out of my head.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain's not doing very well tonight.
Hey, C4 brings up a good point here. If Die Hard is a Christmas movie, isn't Lethal Weapon the original then as well? I vote yes.
Why?
Because the original movie happens at Christmas.
Lethal Weapon?
I remember this. I remember this. I'm sure of it. Isn't it the C4? Isn't it the first movie? Yeah. See? Big capital letters, yes, right? It happens around Christmas. Yes. I never thought of it until C4 just put it in the thing. But yes, because I remember he doesn't the crazy guy, the Aussie with a real big ego these days, doesn't he show up with a Christmas present or something? Or, before Buddy almost blows up his own ass on the toilet?
See, I was arguing this when you were away. I don't think
often.
I'll keep getting the fucking film now. Yeah, getting confused with Mel Gibson and
the Gladiator guy.
No, hang on, come on. You were talking about Lethal Weapon and Die Hard. Because I don't think Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It had Christmas in it. Again, we were talking about this before earlier. He was saying about Trading Places. It's a Christmas movie. It gets played at Christmas, and there are parts of the movie that has got Christmas in it. But the story isn't about Christmas,
right?
And and I think that's where you have to find.
This is Christmas,
yeah.
And what have you done?
I mean, it's like you could say Star Wars, at Christmas. And they go, oh, it's a Christmas movie. No, it's not. It's Star Wars. It's like,
yeah, but you would also have to say, how fast is that sleigh? You can go across galaxies. This is amazing.
Yeah, 3.7 parsecs.
What was the cartoon where Santa would actually come out and try to kill you and you'd have to like shoot him down or something? Who did that? Santa was like an evil bastard. I'm sure somebody did it.
Don't know.
I have this vision of this evil gray-colored Santa almost robot that has like guns on the sleigh and stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. The Star Wars Christmas special.
But are they talking about the holiday special?
Yeah. Well, there was also an animated one I'm seeing there. I didn't know that. But yeah, where they have like 15 minutes of Wookiees going. I think Princess Leia even showed up all coked out.
Yeah. I remember talking to Anthony Daniels about all this sort of stuff. I was asking about because they brought out a Christmas album, which is kind of funny, like, including songs like "What Do You Get a Wookiee for Christmas" when he's already got a comb. And anyway, I said to Anthony Daniels, I said, what is all this shit? He says, you know what? You just get a phone call from George, and the next minute you're on a plane. You got no fucking clue what you're doing. Yeah. Just paying the bills, whatever.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. What first drew you into this album? Yeah. The cash. Yeah.
Avro Days got it in the chat. What I was talking about was Futurama, the evil Futurama Santa. That's what I had in my mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never really watched that show. It's on my list to watch once I found out that Peggy Bundy is the girl.
Mm.
Yeah. What's her name? Katie Seagal, I think.
Can't remember.
Yeah. I'm a fan of hers. She can sing like somebody's business, man. Holy fuck. Is she really good? You could hear it.
Yeah, that's what you.
Yeah. No, but you could hear it in her portrayal of Peggy Bundy as well. When she would do like Al and all that stuff, it was the exact same fucking note every time. right? That's the work of somebody who's got tone and pitch. You know, I knew it. Yeah.
There's another like outlying Christmas movie I've mentioned quite a few times, and I'm going to butcher the title.
Santa Claus is killing a clown.
Not far off. It was like Weird Exports or Strange Exports or something. It's like a film made in Sweden or Denmark or something, and it's basically like
Would you like to touch my bum?
They capture Santa Claus, but Santa Claus is kind of like a zombie, and there's a whole load of zombie Santa Clauses. So it's like a zombie movie, but with Santa Claus. It's
because that's
crazy.
normal. Yeah.
It's a really bonkers movie. It's really cool.
That is strange. I wonder what you know.
Grunching says no Jesus Christ movies during Christmas. Yeah, why spoil it? Why spoil Christmas with that rubbish?
Yeah, don't wreck Christmas with your fucking religious shit. Just kidding.
Yeah, no Muslim Christmas movies either. Yeah, strange.
Oh God.
One of the funniest things that there's been a lot of great Christmas songs written in the past, and most of those were written by Jewish songwriters.
Well, I'll tell you this: the best Christmas song ever is "Mr. Garrison" from South Park. It's fucking hilarious. One of the lines is, "Hey there, Mr. Shintoist. Merry fucking Christmas."
Yes, I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah. That is one of the best, you know.
Yeah, it's like the opposite to Live Aid. Do they know it's Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey there, Mr. Hinduist. Merry fucking Christmas. Eat some beef drink eggnog and eat some beef and pass it to the missus.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Vicky is late in the chat. She says Peter Cook. Thank you for that. Because I was talking about Dudley Moore and Peter Cook earlier.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember his name, so
yeah,
you're behind. But thank you for that.
Yeah.
I need these mental nudges. It's been a long day.
Yeah. Getting from there to here.
Hey, that's my line. My time is finally.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I'm trying to do like 3 things at once here. So
okay.
Yeah.
You should have been a woman.
Yeah. I want to be one.
But you can't have a baby. Am I right?
I want you all to call me Loretta. Okay, I'm just where the fucking bloody sorry, I'm I'm trying to figure out where the
oh yeah, Heather brings up the I'm a lonely Jew at Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. And instead of Silent Night, I'm singing hoo ha hoo ha hee. That almost fucking killed me the first time I heard it.
It's so honest.
Yeah, I can't be jolly because something's wrong with me, or something like that.
It is fucking stupid, like the world. Everybody thinks the world stops at Christmas.
Yeah,
and like 50% of the world don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's funny.
Going back to the old Live Aid thing, do they know it's Christmas time at all? In Ethiopia, do they know it's Christmas? No. Do they? Yeah. and they're sitting out there, starving to death, and you got these fucking bunch of gits singing in the studio, for them. Do they know it's Christmas time? With their little Christmassy song, and they're going, look, we're fucking starving. We don't want a fucking Christmas present. We don't want to be sitting around a grain of rice with like Christmas crackers and party hats.
Yeah.
We just want fucking food, you bastards.
Yeah, exactly.
Good song though. It rallied the troops.
Yeah, very much. Yeah. Do they know it's I remember when I heard that, I was thinking to myself, do they care it's Christmas time at all? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it would be on their calendar if they had fucking calendars.
Yeah. Can you imagine some kid in Ethiopia? Mom, we need a chimney so Santa could come down. Yeah, it's not happening today, son.
Yeah, Santa doesn't like poor kids.
Yeah. Jesus. Okay.
Well, is he here?
Yeah, I wish. Okay, I'm just trying to. I just realized it's 5:20. Grandma's going to be here at like 6 to pick Felix up, and I'm only just getting his goddamn dinner order. And this is. Oh, I hope they're fast.
Well, we know he is.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, bad Santa. C4 says in the classes in the chat there. It's a classic. Fucking right. What's her name? The brunette. Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa. Jesus Christ, that's funny. Oh, can I make you some sandwiches? The whole movie is chaos. Who came up with that's an acid trip?
Can't remember it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I mean, Elf is another, one a lot of people love. You'll hate it.
No, I've never watched it.
Yeah, because it's got him in it.
Yeah.
It's actually quite funny, but
there's no way I could get through that. I don't believe that's possible.
No, I don't know. I can understand.
Yeah. There's some things I can't do.
You're just racist.
Yeah. I hate lame white people.
Yeah, with curly hair.
Yeah, Commander Prankster in the chat from Bad Santa. I carved you a wooden pickle, Santa. There's too many jokes for that. I bet there was a scene where that wooden pickle got used improperly and they were like, no, that's too much for the movie, and they cut it. I always thought that when I saw it, I was like, oh, fuck, which chick working at the store is going to get the pickle? That's what I figured. Yeah, I know. It's disgusting.
I'll tell you one thing I hate about Christmas movies.
The fact that you're not in any of them?
Well, the fact that I probably worked on most of them. No, the fact is, especially when you end up like at the North Pole, and you've got all the elves like making toys and things. None of them are making Xboxes or Wii's or anything.
Yeah,
it's like all these wooden toy, the traditional wooden toy stuff. That if you gave that to a kid, they go, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, exactly. They throw it at you.
Am I some kind of Victorian?
Yeah. Do you see Instagram on this fucking wooden train, Mom?
Is there an app for this? What? It doesn't do anything. And I just hate that. And the depiction of the like the Nutcracker soldier thing is like, oh, it's Christmas. You've got to have one of those Nutcracker soldier things in it.
Yeah.
That's what makes it Christmas. And it's like, No, they're fucking weird. Yeah, just keep them out. Keep them out of my house.
When I was a kid, dude, and I heard about the Nutcracker Suite because I remember my mom got a cassette tape of it and she was all excited to put it in. And I was thinking to myself, somebody made a cassette tape about nutcrackers, like those, they look like pliers. Like, I had no idea. I thought it was the weirdest thing. Yeah. Nice music, but I couldn't understand why they were singing about nutcrackers. It was only later that I figured out what the hell that was.
Yeah, double meaning. Yeah,
you know,
it's all about relationships and your relationships breaking up and you have to crack your nuts.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't bloody listen to it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean, what's wrong? Like you say, what's wrong with a fucking pair of pliers?
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I'll say this about it. Yeah. The Nutcracker Suite taught me one thing. Rock and roll is less confusing.
Even when on drugs.
Yeah, well, it's actually way less confusing then. Because then the innuendo is direct speak, right?
Yeah, I bet you when they were writing the Nutcracker Suite, they were like high on opium or something. Right, in the next scene, right? Okay, dude. The next scene, we have a big, giant, pair of pliers that turns into a soldier, and he can crack nuts and stuff, and he falls in love with what? Come, someone pull him off the ceiling.
But I don't think. What's his name?
Ronnie RFK.
No, the guy from Pink Floyd, like you just described the wall.
Oh, Roger Waters.
Yeah, I was gonna call him Roger Daltrey. I'm like, I know that's not right. You know?
Yeah, well, I'm glad to know your brain is mush tonight as well.
Yeah, not working well.
I think I can't see Roger Waters doing a Christmas movie without some fucking message. Christmas album, should I say?
Yeah,
without some fucking message in it.
Yeah. Mama's got a Santa, Daddy never sleeps at night. I remember the first time I heard that song, Squeeze Box by The Who, I was like, are they talking about a squeeze box? Because this whole in and out thing is really sounding sexual to me. I was like confused as hell.
Sounds like Clockwork Orange.
Kind of, you know, I wouldn't doubt he wrote the song watching that movie.
Talking about RFK, have you heard about his lovely poetry?
Oh my God.
I'm like a river going up your canyon.
True story. The word felching is in one of his poems.
Yeah. It was, I can't remember who it was. Someone reported that this was the first time they actually knew what the word felching meant.
Yeah. I think it was Colbert, but it could have been Kimmel. I can't wait to hear Desi Lydic rip into the poems. That's what I'm waiting for. Oh, yeah. I can't wait for her to do that. Oh, I'm so excited response thing. I know she's going to sell it big. It'll be great.
Yeah. So someone referred to his poetry as making the women as dry as the Sahara Desert.
And is sexually welcoming.
Dunk should read the poem aloud. Well, if you got it, I'll read
it. There was an old man from Penzance.
and Nantucket.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Whose wormhole was so big he could fuck it.
There was a man from Penzance who kept a trousers full of ants. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm not Eminem. I can't rap like that.
There's a place in DC where Junior wags it free.
And it's always the last line where you fuck it up, isn't it? Yeah. And that's the story of the man from Nantucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
Lame.
a super chat shout out in here from Papa Dutch. Blah fucking blah. Just letting you know I'm here. Good one, Papa Dutch. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for the super chat, man.
I'm not being funny, but blah fucking blah. It would be a great title for the show.
Well, probably for the channel. Hey, should we retitle the channel to Blah Fucking Blah? I don't think.
Let's put him in charge.
Yeah. You know what? That can's empty. Thank God I got another one. Hold on.
C4 is sending out his own little poetry. I notice you're stealing it. He's stealing it. The last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
Oh, Papa Dutch here has got another one in. There once was a man from Nantucket whose cock got so long he could suck it. He lost his job for not showing up. That's not how I know the rhyme. I don't know the end of that version. Do you?
Don't know. Maybe he just ran out of steam. That's what you get for a $5 super chat. If you're going to do it, yeah, Papa Dutch, put the rest in.
Yeah. I need the rest of the joke, dude.
Yeah. just put it in at the Shills.
Yeah. Spell it out phonetically. I've had a few. Oh, okay. I need, I don't know, like 60 seconds here because 6 foot tall little man's grub is here. Hold on.
Comes up again. C4 says, I think that was just the joke. That was the end of it. That's what you get. Sorry, I'll just read the chat. Yeah, Heather's looking for the poem in full. I mean, I imagine there are like so many variations of. Well, it's not a poem. It's not a poem. What do you call these things again? These stupid poems. It's a special name for it, and it's limericks. Yes, I'm sure there are like. If you've got a word like Nantucket, there's going to be thousands of limericks using that. It's like the old joke, why did the chicken cross the road? There are so many variations. The same thing. And all of them make no sense whatsoever. Shepherds didn't wear socks in them days. Oh, we're getting into Christmas hymns now, are we? Yeah. While shepherds wash their socks by night. Papa Dutch says, that's what you get for bringing up felching. Not really. I mean, that's a whole different category of story, and I bet come on, I'll challenge anybody to find a limerick that's about felching, or a Christmas movie about felching. Yet to be made. They said it couldn't be made, and they're all right. Native Atheist says, Happy Turkey Eve, y'all. Not for the turkeys so much. You see Trump pardoning the turkeys? Oh my lord! What did those turkeys attack the Capitol on January 6th or something? Because those turkeys seem kind of like they're all right. They're all right dudes. No, they haven't done anything wrong. Why is he pardoning them? What is the conspiracy going on there? What have these turkeys been up to? Is it some kind of cryptocurrency, financial shit that they're doing in the background? Or yeah, because if Trump's pardoning somebody, they're usually a major criminal. And
all right,
yeah, he pardoned the turkeys because he ran out of felons. Yeah.
That's funny. Pardon the turkeys because he ran out of felons. My God, did you see the list, Dunk, of the January 6th pardonees that have already reoffended in big ways? Holy shit, man.
I haven't seen the list, but Kel Sapri.
Yeah, it's wow.
Yeah, so I mean, some of them reoffended even before he pardoned them.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them had already committed new crimes while waiting for trial on January 6th.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're patriots, right? They're not patriots to the country, to Donald Trump.
Yes, that's why he likes them so much.
Fuck that orange painted fuck. Jesus.
Do you wonder when someone is going to take power of the White House, it's not him in the future?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they'll just shut down ICE? Because all the government federal departments, they've shut, education and all that kind of stuff, which was probably needed.
Very much so.
Yeah. Do you think they're just shut down ICE?
Well,
and therefore, you don't have a responsibility of going through and picking through who's the nice guys and who's the shitholes.
But maybe it's more than that, Dunk. Maybe what you do is come into power after Trump and shut down 9 of these departments and reinvent them as new departments. Yeah. And you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You still want what should I say? The good parts of that department, that doing the job properly at some point, I guess. I mean, I'm not too sure about the history of it. I think they were pretty shitty for a long time, but
look at it this way. Take the Department of Justice, which is no such thing anymore. Why don't you kill it and call it the Congressional Department of Justice?
The Trump Memorial Congressional Department of Justice.
God, thank God I only fed my son, not me, because I would fucking hurl right now. Well, I know, but with all the things that Republicans done over the last little while and set legal precedent and stuff for with some of this wishy-washy Supreme Court leaning to the right stuff, they've got to understand that either the Supreme Court ends up looking like the most awful or unlawful part of the American democracy, or they're going to have to, play ball with the next admin, or what's going to happen? Because when the next admin starts trying to undo Trump stuff, does this right-leaning Supreme Court start saying no?
No, yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work because
Yeah.
you vote the Republicans out of the White House, you vote them out of the House of Representatives, whatever it is, and blah blah, and you give the Democrats power for 2 terms. That's probably long enough to fix this, but will the Republicans that are in these like SCOTUS positions fully allow you?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
It's odd. If you think about it, after this, there's got to be a lot of whitewashing and cleaning up at the White House.
Oh yeah.
And
We're going to need to import some brown people to start running things so it's fair, right?
Well, yeah, we'll brown face a few white people
yeah.
just to fill in the gaps. But yeah, you do feel like, after this administration, the American, well, all 3 parts of the government have got to look at it and think, well, we can't allow this. You say they can't allow this to happen again, but what remains of the Republican Party would go, actually, we still want this.
Yeah. Right?
It has to be like a bipartisan agreement. Like, you have to go back to like, the founding fathers when they, first came up with the whole experiment. It didn't work, and we've got to do it again.
Yeah.
And this time have the right guardrails in place to make sure that this mess can't happen again.
Yeah.
And but I, quite frankly, if you think about it, in an ideal world, that's what would happen. But in today's political climate, I don't see that happening. It's almost
tough.
like, I'm just wearing my rose tinted glasses here, thinking, we just need to rebuild the government and do it properly.
Lindsay says in the chat, you're looking at large trials. Like, might I suggest Nuremberg?
Yeah, I know. I watched a thing about Nuremberg the other day because I felt it relevant.
Yeah.
I mean, the Nuremberg. I mean, what was special about that was because it was like the first international court.
Yeah.
Now, this doesn't need to be international, although in some ways it should be because,
hey, he's been killing people on boats for no good reason.
Yeah. There may well be a secondary international court.
I think him and Putler are going to be hiding out on an island somewhere going, fuck, the international court looking for us.
Yeah. Argentina, I think, probably.
But Trump will probably pass, I don't think that guy's health can take what's coming in the aftermath when the whole thing collapses around him. I think that'll kill him.
Yeah, but he's got an estate, and he still needs to be accountable because that makes his siblings accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And let's face it, they are accountable because they've been up to no good.
They have literally done anything illegal Daddy says,
Yeah.
That buck-toothed bastard. Oh, yeah.
And made a fortune because of it as well.
Mm-hmm. Eric is the kind of guy I wouldn't trust to change the oil in my car. He shouldn't be rich.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust him to floss the smeg from the end of my penis.
We got a few shout outs to do. Did you do any when I was gone there?
I did one, but yeah, you catch up.
The Papa Dutch felching?
Yes.
Okay, so we got.
I did Papa Dutch felching. Yeah.
Okay.
He's really into felching.
Yeah. Sorry, Papa Dutch, but we had to let that out of the bag. We got 2 more here from Papa Dutch as well. Felching the bells, it's felching bells, felching all the way. Hey, you asked, what did I win or accomplish? Well, here's the thing. When singing felching songs, what you win or didn't win becomes a personal matter that you could choose to share or not.
Yes. And keep sending those super chats because you just demonetized this show.
I can't believe that felching gets through when other things don't even come close to getting through. That's hilarious. And then Pubchat, he's got another one in here. He says, Republicans have already lost. The pot got burned to the stinking point. You know, smoke is rising. True Republicans that are not owned by some part of this are standing back in sheer horror towards what the party has become. Pubchat, I totally agree with you there. Absolutely. There is a growing thing in the background with Republicans going, I'm literally giving up the rest of my political career to salute this fucking fat orange fuck. There's a lot of them realizing that this is not working at all.
Yeah, and I don't know what their game plan is because, you know, they're terrified.
I see right now every one of those ones that is like, I don't like this, but I am a Republican. I see them looking at the exodus that Marjorie Taylor Greene just did, except these are old school Republicans. They're not going to leave the party just because. I think there's going to be a grassroots effort in the background to regain control of the party and take it away from the, Nazi extremist types.
I did see a thumbnail for a video. I didn't get around to watching it. And obviously it was, you know, talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene. But it had a few other pictures up there, other members of the Republican Party who are talking about resigning. So, yeah, there may well be a mass exodus from the Republican Party.
If there is, there's a new party to be formed and the Republican Party dies. Right? Because there's no way all of these career politicians are just going to walk. They're going to organize and try to rebuild. There's no way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but then you'll want all the Republicans to leave to join the other party. Otherwise, you're going to split the votes.
Yeah, but maybe that's the start of America being a true three-party system.
Yeah, it won't be true three-party, will be? Because it'll be like kind of like Republicans and Republican light.
Yeah, but look at any country with more than two parties and all you get is variations on a theme.
Yeah, well, yeah, so that's true. I know anyway.
Right? You know, I mean, we have our two majors, you know, our liberals and our conservatives, but then we have the new Democratic Party that get quite a few votes and sometimes disrupt things. You got the Bloc Québécois, which is just basically a Quebec party that gets in the fucking way. Sorry, but it's true. And even then we have the Green Party that gets some votes and stuff. And, you know, when those side parties get enough votes, it makes the other parties go, well, shit. Right? We needed those votes. How do we get those people on board? How do we incorporate that message into our politics? It does have an effect.
It just kind of make you wonder how many people in the politics of a Republican Party, how many of them joined for the politics, or how many of them joined to enrich themselves and become a thieving git.
Yeah.
And obviously the Trump administration is like the latter. They're the thieving gits.
Yeah. And I think you nailed it, Dunk, because what the Republican Party at its core has to do is distance itself from the billionaires. Right? Because
but they need them.
I don't think anybody needs them at this point. There was a great video I saw recently about countries and regions and stuff being scared of all the rich people leaving if you start taxing and stuff. But when you look at it over 40, 50 years and stuff, all the media always cries, oh my God, if we tax them, they're going to leave. But it's not the real core rich people that live in an area because they have real estate, property, businesses, blah, blah. It's the, you know, sure, Elon Musk did it with Texas and stuff, but that's pretty rare. It's actually the more millionaire type that run around from London to Dubai and places like that. And they don't contribute back anyway. So we're better off telling them to go fuck themselves. It's true, right? We'd be all, if every single Western nation started taxing the rich equally and evenly, they'd have nowhere to run, and every fucking nation would be better off for it.
Yeah.
Right? That's the truth, This whole thing, we got to give them concessions. Really? You're going to give huge tax breaks because they're going to build this big factory and yada, yada, but it's mostly robots and only brings 200 jobs? Why are we giving them fucking blah, blah over 200 jobs?
I heard a thing about it. We had the budget today in the UK, and I am terrified to go and even look and see what that's about.
Yeah.
But they were saying that there's going to be an extra tax on people that earn over four. And now I might be getting this wrong. Because this is what I've heard. So anybody who earns over £400,000 a year is going to get an extra tax, and it's a single payment of £1,600.
That's
that's a business lunch for them.
I that's exactly it. It's so stupid. It's not funny. Why not, instead of adding a tax, take away some of these stupid loopholes for tax evasion usage and stuff, and just make them pay their fair share?
Yeah.
It's so gamed and structured to the wealthy being able to get away with it. It's not funny.
It's like the whole, everyone's favorite billionaire, Elon Musk, the leader of Doge, who basically, there's been a report comes out, basically they saved absolutely fucking nothing. In fact, it's cost America more.
Yeah.
And that was a guy at the time, his wealth was 600 billion.
Yeah.
And well, within a year, now we're talking about it's going to go up to 1 trillion.
Yeah.
So, well, where?
Yeah.
How? Why?
Yeah.
What, from his failed restaurant?
Yeah.
How does that fucking happen?
Yeah. He's getting richer because his car company is selling less cars. But he's getting richer on the promise that his robo-taxi will solve all. It's all fucking vaporware.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
His fucking robo-taxis suck.
We already got Waygo. Yeah, there's already robo-taxis out there.
Dude, we've had self-driving cars for years. They're called taxis, and they cost the same.
Yeah. With the human, you mean the ones with the humans driving?
Yeah. That foreign guy you can't understand, but he gets you there anyway, right?
Yeah. His taxi smells of curry.
And you don't. I'd rather talk to the taxi driver than some AI in the car.
Yeah. I mean, imagine it. You get into a taxi and you're like, there's no one to talk to, or they'll have some kind of like AI bot thing there, that you can fall in love with because, I don't want to get out of this taxi because I'm in love with you. Or you get in a taxi with an immigrant, a colourful character who's got a life story to tell you. About the amazing journey to the United States.
Well, I was just going to say, half of their stories are how their life is so much better now that they're in the country and blah, blah, and so on. And, they're proud to be contributing. And you know what I mean?
Yeah. They're grateful. I mean, when's the robo taxi going to be saying, thank you so much?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And I've never had a robo-taxi offer to find me a call girl.
Well, you're getting the wrong ones, but,
But you get in a taxi and you say, hey, I'm looking for a pub, nothing too expensive, a bit more of a grungy rock and roll place. The motherfucker knows where to take you. The robo-taxi, you're going to end up at McDonald's,
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's because the real taxi driver is going to get a $25 payoff from the club you just took him to.
Exactly. Exactly. But it's still going to be what I want, Yeah. It's the same with this start-stop stuff they got in the car. You pull up to a stoplight, your car dies. You hit the throttle, it starts up, and away you go. A lot of people hate it. And you can only turn it off in your car after you've started the car. It doesn't remember the settings, so you have to do it every time. And for people in like the UK and stuff, you guys have that lane assist technology that has to be on the new cars. Except you got little skinny B roads where you have to pull aside and stuff to let people through. And the stupid car thinks you're going to drive into the hedge and starts hitting the brakes and trying to steer you into oncoming traffic. So you have to turn it off before you drive. These things are putting the cost of the cars up huge, and nobody wants them. To be honest, nobody should have them because they just make us shittier drivers. I hate it. Dunk's off getting beer or something. You can tell.
No. I'm just. You segued onto a completely different thing, so I'm just trying to.
Yeah. No, but it's this whole thing. There's so much coming at us that we don't want, and we're paying huge for and stuff. And I get very frustrated about it.
There was talking about that. Was it Microsoft? There was a report out saying they don't understand why people aren't liking AI. Why aren't you liking the AI we're giving you? We're giving you AI. You should like it. And the people go, no, we don't like it.
Can I tell a quick story about AI before Grandma comes to get Felix here? So, I'm sure most of you saw the South Park episode recently where Randy Marsh is in bed talking to the AI, and it's like, oh, that's an amazing idea. Let's flush that out for you and all that stuff, right? I've never talked to an AI. I don't know the voices, right? I don't know anything about it. I've used it a little in text, but very little. Just the other day, I watched a mechanic that I watch on YouTube use ChatGPT to diagnose what was wrong with the car. And the voice was the same. And it instantly hit me. Those things on South Park where Randy's talking to the AI, they're actually talking to ChatGPT and recording it for the goddamn show.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I guarantee that's what really happened. It was the exact same tone to intonation and cadence and everything. I didn't realize it at the time, but now that I've heard people talk to ChatGPT, I guarantee the South Park guys did that actually. I guarantee it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you talk about Donald Trump, and you go, "Oh, we need some comedy writers." Why do we need comedy writers? He does the jokes for us.
Yeah.
If ChatGPT is writing its own character script for them.
Yeah.
Well, why change it?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and Mexi Girl on the Shills account says you can change the voices. Yes, but I think South Park used the default voice on purpose.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Oh, that's a splendid idea or whatever and blah, blah. It was the exact same shit that the thing said to the mechanic. I was just in shock listening to it,
Well, I hope you unsubscribe from that channel.
Yeah, no. It was awesome watching him do it because the ChatGPT bot started going right in on how to diagnose the problem, but nobody had told it what kind of car it was yet. It was really funny, man.
Right.
Oh, you got to check the relays. Yeah, this car doesn't have them. Oh,
was it your car?
Sadly, it could be soon, but no. Yeah, C4 is asking about Discord. Yeah, let's get the Discord invite for everybody. Yeah. I'm not sure I know how to do this. Let's see. If I do it from here, can I do it from there? Is that how you do it? Fuck, I suck at this stuff. Okay, here, try this.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want me to do it?
Yeah, probably better. Okay.
Yeah, you've done it now.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that's, yeah. Trust Shayna to get it better. I'm sure mine won't work because Kermit the Frog had his hands in his pants or something. I don't know.
Who are you calling Kermit?
4 of one, half dozen of the other.
6, 7.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
Yeah, 6 of one, 7 of the other.
That's come up again because there's been some. It's like the Washington Post did a whole article about the 6-7 thing.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like old farts trying to explain what it is.
But there isn't. That's
yeah. And the great thing is you had like 10-year-olds and 9-year-olds explaining what it is, and it's just like, no, it's just something that you don't fucking understand.
Yeah.
And us doing it just becomes funnier.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to figure it out, and there's nothing to it.
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah, if it wasn't frustrating you, we'd already move on. Okay, Grandma's here. Give me like 1 minute here, okay?
Yeah. And the funny thing is, it's like kids and teenagers. They've been doing this for years. Just fucking up the older generation with nonsense. It says the server is dead. What did what did Dick send you to? Oh dear. Right. Do I have to go and do it now? Shayna, I think Shayna was on it. Like that. Create an invite. Copy. Try that one. Oh, Shayna sent one as well. Go for Shayna's one. Don't listen to me. I may own the chat, own the Discord, but I don't know what I'm bloody doing in there. I just set it up. Yeah, let everyone have at it. C4, I don't know what you're on about. Anyway, yeah. So we got links. We got links out all over the place on joining the Discord if you so wish, and that's that. Yeah. So I can't remember what were we talking about. what were we talking about, bro? Dick Booger up. Can't remember now. Gibberish. Oh, yeah, he was talking about South Park and Chat GPT. Yeah. So has anyone tried hanging with a chat bot girlfriend or anything, boyfriend? Anybody tried any of that stuff? I mean, I don't know. I just even know. I wouldn't know where to click. What would you do? Too old-fashioned to even try it. I noticed on Facebook there's like a little tab on the side of it. It says, Meta AI. Oh, okay. What's that for? Don't know. Never clicked on it. No idea. There was a story going on about that Google was digging into recipes. A lot of when Google, you do a Google search and the first thing it does, it will give you an AI kind of abbreviated version of whatever is out there is in your search list. It will just come up with its own stuff. But apparently, it was like people searching for recipes, especially for Thanksgiving. It was just pulling up particular people's recipes, and they could be spotted by the person because of the wordage and stuff. And they were just like creating their own recipes. And it was like, baking a cake. You bake a cake and you put it in the oven at 160 degrees centigrade and for 3 hours. It's like they're saying you're just going to end up with charcoal. So yeah, AI. This whole AI thing is just. I mean, you could go to a fucking website. The years and years and years of people like making recipes and recipe books and stuff like that. We've had it for years, and now AI comes along, and all of a sudden, is like, well, why go back to the old ways when AI will just come along and tell you what to put in it? How many condoms do I need to put in this cake? Just. Squirrel cake. Ooh. Half a dozen squirrels, mashed up, chopped up, put in a bag, hammered with a big stick, put them in a blender, whiz them up, and just chuck them in the cake. Yeah, squirrel cake. Trash cake. Yeah, I don't know. It's so bizarre that this, the relationship with AI is how quick it's coming. I mean, AI is brilliant, is ingenious, but at the same time, it's just fucking things up.
There's a real strange balance to it, because for some things, it's proven to be okay. And, did you hear the one? There was some coders that took a class, a decently paid for class to learn how to code for computers. And it was taught by AI, but they got in shit for using AI in the class.
Does not compute, Mr. Robinson. Does
not compute. So, yeah. All right. So, I am free and clear now. Little man's off with grandma. It's funny because he's about 1.5 feet taller than her. And, yeah. They're going to that John Denver review thing that's in town tomorrow. He's going to love that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Take me home. Country roads.
You get on this fake plane and it just smashes you into the ground over and over again.
That was Buddy Holly.
Yeah. Well, it was John Denver too.
Oh, he had to steal it, didn't he?
Yeah, many did.
It was good enough for Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was his name? Glenn Miller. Amelia Earhart was playing a grand piano in the airplane when she went down.
Must have been, right? Otherwise, it wouldn't have crashed.
Yeah. We're a bit nose heavy. Do you need the grand piano in the cockpit?
Shut up! I want my fucking piano. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just a joke from South Park. They went to a Disneyland and they had the John Denver experience and they all get on this plane and you think it's just going to fly around like a Ferris wheel, but it just slams into the ground back and forth.
Harsh.
Yeah.
For old Johnny Denver.
Yeah, it was funny though. My son loves him, right? Which is funny because my father, one of his favorite musicians was John Denver.
Really?
Yeah, and I never really cared for the guy. I mean,
he's not that great.
Not really.
I mean,
he's like a hippie country western animal lover. It's really weird.
He's kind of like a genius at the same time, very, very dull. If you actually listen to his entire bibliography of all his music, and they all just sound the fucking same.
Well, it's because they were all written by the same person, and it wasn't him.
In about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I just went through some on a cruise in the South Caribbean.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be jolly nice to have a pee?
Yeah. I recently tossed this off in the Caribbean.
Yeah. I mean, he's had some great songs. So I'm not gonna knock him, but
no, yeah.
But it's just like so many of it is just like so forgettable.
Yeah, but if my son's gonna like some old crony or whatever, blah blah blah, there's a lot worse he could have picked, right?
Yeah,
it's not annoying, right? I like Sinatra myself, but
you like the nasty idea?
Yeah. But and then the thing that's coming to town, because we're almost at Christmassy time, they've got not just like a band playing John Denver tunes and stuff and some lookalike guy or whatever, but they have a full symphony orchestra and a choir, and they're going to do some Christmassy songs and stuff. And my son loves that shit, so it'll be really cool.
Oh, I'm sure he'd love it.
Yeah.
He'll love it, whatever happens.
Yeah. Oddly enough, he went to the Elton John one, last month, whatever it was. And like, I think I said it, but they had no merch at all. No t-shirts or anything to be sold. Nothing.
Of who?
Well, that's just it, right?
Because they're probably not allowed. They're probably even skipping legality, even just existing, without him fucking suing them to the ground.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you were to give Elton his cut, he would let you put his name exercise balls. For God's sakes, he doesn't give a fuck.
He'd write his name on your own balls with a Sharpie.
For a fee. He let his music be in that fucking animated garden gnome movie, for God's sakes, He doesn't give a shit.
No, of course. And nor should he. To be honest with you, let's face it. You get to the point where I want to be a musician, or do you want to be just like the richest musician you can possibly get?
But here's the thing: a lot of the people that agree to sell their tracks either do it when they're really old, so that the whole thing of integrity doesn't matter to them anymore. They just want a cushy existence till they die, right? Or there were people who just use songwriter songs and don't give a flying fuck because they only wanted to be a famous singer in the first place, right?
I do find it funny that you see a lot of advertising these days, and they're using tracks that we know back in the 80s, and stuff like that. Which were it's a bit like the 6-7 thing. We were kids. We knew the music. This is our music. This is not for the grown-ups. They don't understand us. They look at us like we're fucking weirdos. And now it's in like mainstream advertising.
Yeah.
And you have like a song. You have a song like Enola Gay, being used in a health vitality food thing. And
One
like,
of the
do you know what that song's about?
yeah
Just because it's a cool tune and it sounds great, the message is completely lost now.
yeah.
It's
Well, they do that all the time. All they care about is that one line in the song, not the fact that it doesn't mean what you want it to mean, right?
Yeah.
For me, the big one in this whole discussion was when Led Zeppelin finally started licensing their music to commercials. That was the one that led me to go, oh, nothing is sacred. Okay. Right? Because for years they wouldn't do it. And they finally did it. I think the first time was for one of the V Series Cadillac cars from like 15 years ago when they first started coming out with like 550 horsepower and shit, you know?
Right. When the adverts for a car like that wasn't about the car, it was about, hey, look at me, lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
And glorious winding roads,
and
vistas and shit.
Well, Cadillac's been fighting a hard battle trying to make their brand not for old people that wear diapers, right? And even now, I don't think they're truly winning, but the old people all drive Buicks now because Oldsmobile's gone, and it's a very weird thing in America, you know? I don't quite get it. If I was GM, instead of trying to make Cadillac a performance car, I would have kept it as a comfy cruiser for old people, and I would have turned Corvette into a brand that had more than one car.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done, right? Like right now, the new Corvette, the C8, as they call it, is the mid-engine car. Why not have a Corvette with the front engine still? Ferrari has both, right? Well, I think they fucked that right up.
See, the thing is, for me in cars, I don't give a shit about what engine you put in it, what your transmission is. Could you at least start with a seat?
Something comfortable.
Yeah, something you really want to get into.
Yeah,
and it just like gets in there. It's soft, it's comfortable, and it's not hard in your back or your bum or anything like that.
Yeah,
it's like that's where you're spending all your fucking time. I don't give a shit. What kind of engine or what kind of 0 to 60 speed you can get out of it.
Yeah.
Can you at least make it fucking?
It's the same. It's the same dude with the tactile controls in the car. You got some American Dodge Charger or something, 550 horsepower, but everything's plastic crap. I could do with less horsepower and more attention to detail in the interior where I actually live in the car. I don't sit in my driveway staring at it.
Yeah. And good quality buttons.
Yeah.
That clink and clunk in the right way. And last a lifetime,
Yeah,
Otherwise you might as well put like a Sinclair's ZX Spectrum membrane keyboard in there.
Oh God. Give me some dead flesh rubber, baby.
Easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can imagine that on the indicators,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get that, And it's gotten to the point now where it's crazy. You buy a $400,000 Lamborghini and it's got the same fucking plastic window switches that an Audi does for $60,000 or whatever. That's not acceptable. You got to get into the hypercar territory now, like the stupid rich people cars, millions of dollars, before you get like actual metal controls now or something. Just simply a nice thing to touch,
Well, just think how much that car would cost if we were using not the cheap parts.
But here's the thing. You can get some really good small size CNC machines these days. And there's no excuse for a company like Ferrari giving us plastic fantastic controls on a $400,000 car when it would cost them fuck all to machine nice aluminum control tactile touches and stuff. Why don't they? Because they're on the stock market now. It's not about the car anymore. It's about the brand and the profit. It's over. Right?
Well, I can't see me buying a Ferrari in the future, so.
But the thing is like, back in the 80s when you bought a Ferrari, it would have plastic Fiat switches. But Ferraris were only a bit more expensive then. They weren't that expensive, right? They were just compromised, a bit uncomfortable, and not for everybody. But nowadays, your starting price Ferrari is $400,000 and you're still getting plastic switches from a fucking Fiat. The fuck, man?
Well, at least when it goes, you know where to get the spare part from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I find it crazy, the level of wealth and profit that must be made on the higher priced cars has gotten to insanity levels, right? Look at your average Cadillac. It's just some GM Chevy car that's been dressed up a little bit nicer in sheet metal and some leather and stuff and a slightly nicer dash, and they charge you 3 times the price, but essentially it's the same car. Drive you crazy, I
was at the supermarket the other day in the car park, and there's a guy comes up to the car. Oh, hello. Yeah, hi. He goes, oh, it's a beautiful car, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful car. 4.2 diesel? No, 4.8. What?
Does he start salivating like a Pavlovian dog,
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. It's a beast. I love it. And he's just like started talking about it. And because normally what happens with the Land Cruiser is anybody comes up to me is go, are you selling it?
Yeah, exactly. You must fend off people like you're beating people off your trophy wife, man. Fuck off,
Yeah, but anyway, he's like nattering away about it. He says, I used to have a 100 series, but that went off to Ukraine. He goes, wait, what, the blue one? Hey, what? He says, the blue one. You live down the end of the road, don't you? Yeah. He says, yeah. Do you
remember when your television went missing? Love the picture.
I do your bins, and I drive past every week. This got some fucking bin guys admiring my car.
Yeah. So he's out there glory holing your garbage cans and fucking admiring your cars.
Yeah. I'm gonna be checking, for condoms on the back of my car. He'll be here tomorrow. He's going to be driving past tomorrow. So.
But here's the thing: you were talking about the engine displacement and how you have the bigger one.
Yeah,
that is a legendary engine in the circles.
It's so rare. It is really, really rare.
But it's not even that it's just rare. It's so normally the rare engines are like grenades that just waiting for the pin to be pulled. But yours is like a 700,000 mile engine as long as you change the fucking oil, right?
Yeah. It's a beast, and it goes like shit off a stick as well. I can't believe just how. Put your foot down and just your head hits back. It's like going in hyperspace in the Millennium Falcon.
Well, it's probably the 4.8's probably got what 400 some foot-pound of torque when you put your foot down.
I have no idea, but I've never.
It's insane. I've never
felt anything like it. In stuff like that.
It's probably only about 280 horsepower or so because that's kind of the way diesels work. But it's all that fucking torque that makes it feel like a Lamborghini, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely puts a smile on my face. I'll tell you that.
Well, it's funny. You bought a car that's known for legendary reliability, and I did everything not that.
Yeah, I would never have touched a Mercedes.
Yeah, I bought a car that's
not again.
Yeah, I bought a car that's I'm stupid enough to think I'm smart enough to fucking keep it going, you know? God. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will prevail. It will be fine. I tell you that. Springtime comes and we drop that origami fucking hardtop folding roof down into the trunk. And we'll head up a couple hours north to the wildlife preserve and do an overnight bed and breakfast and stuff. And I'll be so happy I bought what I bought. I can't wait.
Springtime for Dawson and Germany.
Yeah, I guess since I bought a German car, I have to take a spring vacation to Warsaw.
Yeah, Warsaw. Not Moscow.
Throwback.
You should. Yeah, you have to drive up to the Eagle's Nest.
Shane has got an issue with the e-brake sticking in the Challenger. I know two causes for that. I could actually, Shayna, I'll give you links to Car Wizard videos because that's where I know the thing from. Yeah.
You could probably skip half the video when he just like yaks on about the outside of the car.
Yeah,
sends his in to look at the interior of the car. He looks underneath and
the first thing you do is
the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, jump 60% of the video forwards to get to the part that actually matters, right? You know. Yeah. Mexi Girl in the chat says I got to share a video of the top doing its thing, the origami fold. Yeah, that's a good call. I'll do that. It'll probably be the last time it works. Look, every time I touch that button, I'm like, please, God, work.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, you bought a piece of crap.
No, it's not a piece of crap, but it's 25 years old. I mean, I know things are going to break. It's okay, you know?
Yeah, but if you got a 25-year-old girlfriend, you wouldn't be saying the same thing.
I fuck pretty hard. I don't know.
Oh, no, she's going to break when she folds up. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're grabbing her left arm, going, oh, that switch isn't working very long. You're going to have to replace that. And all your nervous system, I'm going to have to rip that out. Over a weekend, I'm going to rebuild your nervous system on the wall, and we'll put it in over the weekend. Yeah.
Nobody's clipping that moment, okay? Don't do that.
No, it's being clipped.
I'll never fucking live that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't tell them to not do that because they're definitely going to do it now.
Yeah.
That was the most stupid thing you could have said.
Yeah. Yeah, like Shayna says, you got to check out my OnlyFans page. Well, you never seen stuffed animals treated like that before.
We're watching one of these comedies like it's like a quiz show, but it's like a comedy panel sort of thing. Doesn't really matter. And there's a few people on the panel, actually, like all of them. Well, I have no fucking clue who they are, but they're celebrities.
Oh God, yeah.
And I was saying to the missus, I wonder how long it's going to be before we end up with like celebrity panel comedy shows, like that's my only fan. Or TikTok influencers being on a TV show because they're a TikTok influencer. Nobody has a fucking clue who they are.
Well,
but they're considered celebrities in their little circles.
But that's the whole thing. There's a show called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And I almost never know who the people are because they're from all these celebrity based shows. They're all from
the celebrity shows.
They're from reality TV.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean by other celebrity shows. But they're only celebrities because they're on that show and nobody knew who they fucking were.
Yeah. They were only celebrities because they were dumb enough to let the camera show them jerking off in the bathroom. You know, I mean, it's just.
And they become a celebrity because they have, great agents, and they'll be in like fucking magazines that we don't read.
Of course.
I wouldn't even think of them. Couldn't even comprehend the titles of these little magazines. Best magazine, or Up Your Tits magazine, or whatever. But
there's one I see on the shelf a lot, Cosmoplation. I'm not sure what it is, but
yeah, no, that's a quality mag. That's quality spank bank material.
Yeah.
But So you just end up with these like fucking nobodies.
Yeah.
Who become celebrities, and they end up on the celebrity shows. It's like,
like if somebody tries to sell me on the idea that somebody from Jersey Shore is a celebrity, I'm sorry, but I'm going to grab you by the tie and drag you off my front lawn.
Yeah. And it's usually because they're a good-looking guy or a good-looking woman with ridiculously stupid tits.
How much plastic can we stuff under your skin? Great, you're hired.
And 14 layers of makeup.
Oh God.
That you need, fucking paint thinners.
Dude, raccoons be looking at these girls going, honey, that's too much, and they'd be like flipping over tables because they get mad. You ever see the South Park episode where they make fun of Jersey Shore? It's the only information I have on Jersey Shore. And yet I've seen some of the clips on the internet because of the South Park episode, and South Park weren't exaggerating it. It was unbelievable. The whole time I'm like, people watch this?
You should watch Victorian Jersey Shore. It's like, Lady Margaret's coming. She nearly showed an ankle. Oh, the men are fainting.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Oh, look at this scandalous chap. He's come here. He's undone his top button on his shirt. Took his straw boater off. What a cad.
What a swally basher wagger. And you imagine, how did, back when chicks wore those dresses that literally had like a metal skeleton to keep it all poofed out, like one of those things you use to snuff a candle. How did you dance with the girl? I mean, obviously you could get your hand up her dress because there was a lot of room, but
it swished backwards. I don't want to get the technicalities of it, but
how did they go to the bathroom with like a funnel and a fucking tube or something?
Well, if you ever went to Versailles, during that period of Louis the 17th or 14th or whatever, or any of those periods of Louis, basically they just pissed on the floor. They literally, people talked about this is why people
would just piss their legs and just stand there and urinate.
This is why gentlemen would take snuff, and ladies wear perfume, to hide the fact they were just like pissing on the floor, and they'd just like walk away, and he'd have or he'd have a piss boy go and put a little pot underneath their dress, and piss would just go everywhere, and Versailles stank of piss.
Wow.
And snuff and perfume.
It's amazing anybody had children.
Yeah. Well, at least they chopped all their heads off.
Hey, that chick's great. I'm going to go over and introduce myself. You get 7 feet away. Holy fuck, you smell like ammonia,
Well, foreplay was basically like a 45-minute, untangling all the accoutrements.
And a wash up by the sounds of it,
Oh, no, they didn't care about that.
Can you imagine, hey, let me clean those legs, baby, so I can slide between them,
Yeah, but I tell you one thing. Back in those days, I don't think 69 was a was a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think fellatio was invented.
Yeah, no, I think the old growler was more of a sponge back then,
Oh, yeah, Chris Lundy says, "Isn't that what the sawdust was for?"
Yeah, maybe that's why to this day we still have bars that let you throw peanut shells in the floor just in case your girlfriend urinates down her leg.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they do it for different reasons these days.
Yeah, I think today it's more of a mating call.
Well, throwing your peanuts on the floor.
Yeah. Well, the guy throws the peanuts on the floor. The girl urinates on them. And that's when you know that you can guarantee you're going to have children that won't graduate high school.
Yeah. Is that how they made babies back then? You throw your nuts on the floor, she pees on it, and
well, I think back then you just took the soggy peanut shells and shaped them into a baby.
The miracle of life.
Oh, a birth. What kind of operation is that then? And get the most expensive machine.
The one that gets ping.
Lies down for a full house.
Didn't I have to explain that to you the other
Yes.
a while ago?
Yes. I always figured it just meant watch the clam, here it comes,
Dear. That's funny.
I remember the first time I heard that, I just busted a gut laughing. That was push pause on the laser disc right there,
It doesn't matter. You got the meaning wrong.
Yeah, it's still funny as hell.
Yeah. Wonderful.
I remember for years with Monty Python, if I ran around calling myself emperor because some moistened bint threw a scimitar at me, they put me away, right? I didn't know what a fucking moistened bint was. It took me a while to realize bint was a chick you would chase in the bar, and she was moistened because she was in the goddamn lake, the lady of the lake. Yeah. I didn't get any of it, right?
Never mind a scimitar.
Yeah, well, that was another thing too. Isn't that a building with a strange thing on the top?
It's a deadly animal with sharp teeth.
Yeah. It's funny, man. It's funny. Because my father, we had one of those satellite dishes so we could get the BBC and stuff when I was young. We had one of those big, gigantic things that was it was the kind of thing that women dance in for Trump, right?
Yeah.
And so we got all this BBC and stuff and Monty Python and all this shit more than most people. And so much of it was funny, but some of it I missed. And then as I grew up, I started learning what these things were, and then even more of it becomes funny. It really worked. I almost think not knowing it all and then learning it over time makes it more endearing to you after,
Yeah.
you know? Right?
Yeah, it's a funny one. Like in the chat, yeah, you got Heather coming up, chastity belts.
Yeah.
You know, there was so much language in the old Monty Python stuff,
Yeah.
and I was still young. I had no fucking clue what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Kiss a girl. What do you mean by kiss? What's that mean? I don't understand that.
Yeah. Still trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, can't catch them.
Yeah. I got a net, a rod. I mean, I'm trying my best.
I've put my peg on the top. Just nothing's working.
Yeah. Yeah. I tried a dead parrot.
Wonderful plumage.
There's a great Commander Prankster in the chat says PBS broadcast Monty Python on Benny Hill when he was a kid, or she was. I'm not sure, but there's a classic clip from the 80s of Terry Gilliam being interviewed by some PBS show. And he was like, well, we never thought we'd get on American TV until we heard of PBS, and they'll let us do anything, you know? And yeah. It's a great little clip. I have it in, I think it's the history of the sitcom on the Shills media server, or it could be from that CNN series, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. I'm not sure. I got a lot of those kind of documentary shit, you know?
Yeah. Might have been in For All Mankind.
Yeah.
First season of Andor.
Yeah. But it was Johnny Rotten doing the lines, right? You know?
Yeah.
Johnny Lydon or whatever his name is, you know. Red Dwarf. Oh, that's a reference I'm going to get in trouble for. Here we go.
What's that? Why?
Red Dwarf.
Oh, Red Dwarf. That's that's considered a cultural icon in the UK.
Yeah,
but
I've never seen it.
Yeah, some of it's good, some of it's not so good.
Yeah. I do have it on the list to put in the server just because it's one of those things. I mean, we have terabytes of storage. Who cares, right?
You'll never watch it, though.
Maybe, you know. I was going to put some of the Doctor Who with the female doctor on just to see if it would kill a hard drive the way the internet seems to think it will.
Oh, yeah, it'll wipe it. You'll be fucked.
She's a good-looking girl. I can't imagine it's that tough of a show to watch, you know?
It is a little bit.
Is it?
It just kind of grate on you.
But
you know, I'm not a big, massive Doctor Who fan. There was.
I've never seen it. Yeah.
I mean, there was some great moments in it. I mean, I grew up with it. I grew up with the Tom Baker era and the John Pertwee era. Tom Baker was my doctor. And, you know, it got silly, it got crap, it got cheap, it got it. And then, you know, they brought it back and it was kind of like good. And then it got expensive, lots of shouting and yelling and screaming and overbearing music. And yeah, it's evolved. It just like the Doctor regenerates.
Yeah.
So has the series.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't think they're all great.
Well, it can't be, right? It
Yeah.
can't be. It's just like not every season of Next Generation is great. Far from it, right?
I see it more like Bond. In
Okay.
comparison, because, you know, you have a different actor playing.
Yeah, good call. Good call. Bond is one of the few franchises, along with Doctor Who, that has gotten away with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, even most bands can't get away with that. AC/DC being one of the big exceptions, you know, Van Halen as well, right? You know, not many bands survive the loss of the singer, and not many TV shows survive the loss of the lead character.
No, no. Yeah, there's often like a
or movies.
yeah. There's sometimes there's the odd occasion where you're swapping out a character. But
Like you could swap out Commander Riker for his beard, and it would still be okay, right?
his beard has got its own green card.
His beard's got his own union membership.
Yeah. Exactly. You just put it on a stick with a bit of green screen behind it, and you put the rest of Riker in afterwards.
Yeah, exactly, right? Probably played by Brent Spiner. Anybody can learn to lift their leg over the back of a chair. I think it's funny. One of the funniest things about Star Trek: The Next Generation I ever learned was that stupid thing with him in chairs comes from the fact that he's got back issues.
Oh, the Riker maneuver.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
What do you mean he's got back issues?
Well, that's where it comes from.
Yeah, but how does that make it easier?
Because he doesn't have to lean and stuff. He can. I don't quite get it, but it's the thing. But if you go back and watch all of the Commander Riker away missions and stuff, his physical thing has been limited, and they hide it pretty well. And I find it strange that you would hire somebody to be the number 2 who's going to do the away mission rough and tumble stuff that can't.
Yeah.
Right? That's kind of weird.
It'd be like getting Stephen Hawking to play Bond.
Exactly, right?
Which is a movie I want to see right now.
I'm chasing him.
I know. I think Stephen Hawking would have been a better Bond villain. Quite frankly, let's face it.
Yeah.
Do you expect me to talk? No,
Mr. Bond.
No, I expect you to die.
The man with the cancer kazoo. Yeah, the man with the golden gun there. What it comes out sounding like Ned from South Park.
Yeah, I think Stephen Hawking missed up an opportunity there.
Yeah. I personally don't understand why one of the AI agents hasn't licensed the Stephen Hawking voice, because I might actually talk to that.
I looked into this a long time ago about his voice, and even though it was essentially built off just like a voice.
It was like a modern Texas Instruments voice chip from the Speak and Spell or something, right?
Yeah, but it's copyright.
Yeah. He owns that sound, and he wouldn't even let them modify it and make it modern. He was like, no, it has to be the same, just cleaner. Yeah, because that was his voice, right?
Kind of bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'm surprised they haven't done a licensing deal with his estate to get that voice on the AIs. I mean, instead of this happy-go-lucky chick that goes, oh, you're so brilliant, I would love to give you a blowjob, but instead let's work out your amazing business idea that will ruin your child's educational possibilities and stuff, I would rather have Stephen Hawking, Yeah,
there was a bunch of actors recently who signed a deal to have their voices.
Michael Caine, sadly, is one of them.
Yeah, obviously not the young Michael Caine, but no, I can understand. It's good for him, because he's kind of like retired, and we'll keep his family in spondoolies for the next few years.
His family don't deserve to live off his legacy that way. They deserve to get his inheritance and use it or ruin it, but they should not be able to live off the royalties and stuff. I don't agree with this in life.
I tell you, no, I agree with you for one reason, because they would do it anyway.
Yeah.
This makes it a legal obligation.
But here's the thing. What I said is complicated because if the family of the deceased don't get the royalties and to live off it, that just means the company gets it all.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think it should be that when a superstar like Tom Cruise is going to pass on, his family, all 30 kids we don't know about because of Scientology or whatever the deal is, they get his estate. But the wealth that comes from his royalties on things should all be instantly sent into charity and stuff. The family, fuck you. You don't get to live wealthy because your dad make movies. Go and fucking do something for yourself, you know? I don't think that should be passed on. Just the wealth that was accumulated, because obviously you can't, we're not communists, right? You know?
Yeah, I kind of disagree with you on that one, but but Tom Cruise passing on. What are you talking about? He's 142 and he still's actually 35.
You ever notice that Tom Cruise has never had a pec muscle? His chest is just flat.
I'm not on his OnlyFans.
Every movie he's ever done, he gets his fucking shirt off. Are you kidding me? I think it's in the contract that he has to do it. But he has no pec muscles. He's kind of an odd-looking guy. You know? I noticed that in a few of his movies since he's been 50 years old for 20 years, you know?
Poor Tom.
Yeah. I'm sure he's really taken it hard that I have a criticism about him.
Yeah. I think he would. I think he'd be upset.
Yeah. Well, you can show up at my door and talk to me about it.
He could come on a chat. Someone send him a message.
Yeah. Tell him we'll only charge him $1,000 a minute.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, he charges 100,000 a minute.
Yeah. And therefore, he's not going to be on this show ever. God. Can you imagine paying somebody to show up and talk to you? Fuck, are you kidding me? No? Go back to the woodshed. Your uncle left something there for you to bend over and pick up. Hell, we're coming on 3 hours.
Yeah, we should booger off.
Yeah, this will be an interesting test with us doing the shorter shows and the after show and then throwing a 3-hour one in the mix. What happens?
It's on a different channel as well.
No, it's not. I put this on the main channel.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I put this on the main channel just to do a test.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I know it's not the best idea because, algorithms and stuff, but I wanted to see, Yeah.
Well, you better, I tell you what, guys, you better like the fuck out of this video.
Yeah.
And
share it.
Share it, comments.
Share it out. Hit that share button down there and do the copy and send it to social media and say, this is where I was hanging out tonight, because for the love of God, these drunken idiots are sometimes funny.
And sometimes we have a memory.
That's true.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Your name is what?
Loretta.
Jason, where are the Argonauts anyway? Loretta. Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. I think if I remember, I've got your fetus in a box.
Oh, God.
It's gestating.
Sure, it's my fetus or just a pair of socks?
It could be a pair of feet. I'm not really sure. Did you order marinated hoof?
You better air that box out. With my feet.
Oh God, you kidding? My neighbors are already complaining.
I know you. I know you like mature cheddar cheese, but there's a limit.
Yeah, I don't like to pick it myself. All right. So big shout out to the team here for putting up with our bullshit for 3 hours. We got Mexi Girl in the Shills account tonight. We got Jose, Chris Lundy, Shayna Caldwell, Super Chat, Matt, and big hearts to them all.
Yeah, like we're saying, don't forget to share it out. Leave us a comment. Tell us, give us a comment saying, what the fuck are you guys like doing 3 hours? Fucking shit. Well, I got better things to watch. Tell us in the comment section.
Somebody say, Dawson, do your fucking laundry and shut up.
Yeah. Fix your fucking car and stop talking about
it. Don't say that because I'll probably go outside and start stripping more interior, you prick.
Well, you already got a front room full of it, so
yeah. Goddamn, the can of worms I opened is big enough for 2 people to sit in. Fuck.
Yeah, well, that's a different video, and I'm not being party to that.
Yeah,
I ain't sitting in a can of worms for nobody.
So we need a fundraiser so Dunk can have a protective barrier between his bunghole and the can of worms because he doesn't want to sit in it.
I don't want to sit in a bath of beans that you see people do. No, no, thank you. I don't want to be picking beans out of my butthole next week. So let alone worms. Jesus Christ, how where are they going to go?
And speaking of worms, do me a favor. If you ever run into JFK Jr. walking down the street, stick a straw in that fucking wormhole in the side of his head and blow, and see how much pressure it takes to pop his skull cap. I don't think it'll take very much.
No, you can't do that because his motor neuron, his whole mechanism will break down because, what else is controlling that fucking body?
Can you imagine what would happen to RFK Jr. without the worm?
Yeah, take the worm out and just I'll run your boy.
Yeah. He'd be like one of those 70s robots where the Duracell's ran out, right? Nothing outlasts the Energizer.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. Huge thanks to Papa Dutch for lighting up the super chat column there. We also had Lindsay 1050. We had Yvonne Way. So huge thanks to everybody there. And if I go over to the direct column, we also had Commander Prankster. Huge shout, everybody. Thank you very much.
And thanks to all those who didn't, put anything in because you wanted to. I know you wanted to.
You're saving for next time.
Be a cheapskate. Yeah. You're saving it for the bigger channels.
Remember, $50 and I won't call your wife anymore. Not you, but other people. You already paid. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
See you soon, fellow babies. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, stay shilly.
Good advice. All right. I like that giving a second shout out to everybody for their things at the end, not rereading them, but just the names, And Slavy last week, she forgot to read a couple of her shout outs and she was like, oh my God, I'll do hey, we're hot mics. Hey, everybody, you get to hear what we're doing afterwards. But Slavy had a great idea. She missed a couple of shout outs, I'll tell you all. And she decided that a community shout out post was the best way to re-thank them to make sure. And I was thinking, why don't we do a community shout out after every show for the super chatters and donators? Not a bad idea, right? No.
Yeah.
All right. So
No, I was just thinking about what I could say while we got a hot mic that shouldn't be said.
yeah. No, but yeah, that's why I tried to. I hope we didn't say anybody's a fucking asshole or something. But yeah, so I have no idea where the mics are on, but they're off now. Thanks for joining us, everybody. See you soon.